I have a fun little theory that might hint towards the next Spyro game. Let's talk about it.
Wow!
What's up guys, Canadian Guy here, and Happy New Year to all you beautiful people. So today I have a theory that I've been mulling over in my mind that I've been wanting to share for a while, specifically a Spyro theory. Now of course, as I am saying now, this is a theory, it's not fact. Theories do not equal promises of what's to come. It's looking at pieces of evidence and coming up with an explanation based on the information given. It is a prediction. It may be completely destroyed. Do not take it as fact. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. So, as we have predicted, Spyro won't be gracing our consoles for a while. The current year that I am thinking is 2021. He could show up before, but I have my doubts. So you can bet that we would be pretty Spyro deprived by the time the next game comes out. But perhaps a current idea that Toys for Bob is currently working on can be seen in another game, Crash Team Racing. So if you've been living under a rock, Spyro was featured as a character over on Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. He got his own Grand Prix and everything called Spyro and Friends. Recently, however, he did receive a skin for the Christmas season called Winter Guardian Spyro. Here is an in-game render of that said skin. Everyone cheered for it and then kind of moved on. But I've stayed staring at the skin and, of course, overthinking it and constantly observing it. And I was not the only one. Spyro Universe, one of, if not the biggest Spyro fan page on Twitter, and I were talking, and we both thought that this skin might have more than meets the eye. No, Spyro is not a transformer. That's not the theory. We both had pitched the same question. Could this be a subtle tease for the next Spyro game? So I decided to start digging, and of course I didn't find a concrete answer, but just even more questions. Before we start, I want to give a shout out to Sparrowii, who created this mod that I will be using through the video. The link to the mod is in the description below. First off, let's take a look at Spyro's current skins. We have the Super Flame Fairy Kiss Spyro, Ice Spyro, and Dark Spyro. Each one of these skins is a reference to Spyro at one point in his life, whether it be the original Reignited trilogy or some point in Skylanders or the Legend series. But what I want you to draw your focus to is the Ice Spyro skin. So this is a skin that, again, refers to Spyro when he gets his ice breath in Reignited. But isn't that almost the exact same idea as the Winter Guardian Spyro skin? Think about it. Why would we have two different Spyro skins and both of them be ice wintry themed? Isn't it almost redundant because they're just kind of the same at its core concept? I mean, the core theme of these skins are the exact same thing, just one is more fleshed out and more creative than the other. I went through and looked at every skin, and the closest that I could find in terms of core concept was Dirt Bike Crunch and Racer Crunch in terms of similarity. They both at their core were racers, but they even deterred quite a bit from one another because Dirt Bike Racer Crunch is, well, a dirt bike racer, and the other is a NASCAR racer. So why did Beanox just add another Ice Spyro skin? Maybe there's a specific reason? Also, when this Grand Prix had launched, Activision had made a blog post about it, but there was a very special segment to it, and it read, quote, "But there's one pit stop item that stands out above the rest, the Winter Guardian Spyro skin, an almost ethereal version of Spyro. With a sleek icy hue and imposing antlers, the Roastmaster gives a new epic look for the season. Pick it up to celebrate the joy of the season and our favorite lovable dragon." So not only did the skin base its concept on one that already exists for the same character, but also got a huge spotlight on the Activision blog. Now I went back and I checked every single blog on their site relating to Crash Team Racing, and not once do they ever show a spotlight on a skin that came out for the Grand Prix. Not once. This is the first time that they've ever done this. On top of that, the blog literally says, quote, "But there's one pit stop item that stands out above the rest, the Winter Guardian Spyro skin." They are literally underplaying every other item on the pit stop this season and saying that the Winter Guardian Spyro stands out above them all. There seems to be a great deal of importance put on this skin. So, here is the new questions. Why would there be a skin that has the exact same core basis as another skin that Spyro has? And why would Activision put such a spotlight on this skin and claim that it stands out above the rest compared to the rest of the items of the pit stop for the Grand Prix when they've never done that before on any previous Grand Prix? That is when the initial question from the start of the video comes into play. Could this be a tease to the brand new Spyro game? Could this be an idea that Toys for Bob is currently playing with? To kind of add on to this, the skin is called the Winter Guardian Spyro Skin. Not Snow Guardian, not Ice Guardian, not Christmas Guardian, Winter Guardian Spyro. Why that's important is that from Spyro 2, all the homeworlds were based on seasons: Summer Forest, Autumn Plains, and Winter Tundra. Then in Spyro 3, though the homeworlds were all based on certain times of the day, each one still had a relative season. Sunrise Spring has falling leaves and orange trees, kind of representing autumn. Midday Gardens was full bloom and full of green, representing summer. Evening Lake kind of looks like summer, but could pass off for spring, but it definitely is the weakest out of the four in terms of seasons. And Midnight Mountain is cold and wintry. So again, there seems to be an importance placed on seasons. The fact that it's called Winter Guardian Spyro intrigues me to this concept. So, what is my theory? The skin might actually be a tease to a concept, to the next Spyro game. This could be quite simply the new Ice Breath. Why else would Activision put so much emphasis on this skin? Why else would it be called Special? There's gotta be a reason why. This could quite simply be the new Ice Breath Spyro model to replace the original. This could be a mastered version of Ice Breath Spyro, where Spyro basically ascends in power with his ice powers, so he would have the original basic form, but then for some reason could ascend to an Ice Guardian. The term Guardian could be because Spyro has to protect a homeworld in the next game. Maybe he'll have multiple and varied breaths, and Spyro takes on a new form each time he switches breaths. There are a lot of possibilities and directions that could be taken with this concept. Now again, this is only a theory, guys, and it's for fun, so this could be complete bogus. But what do you guys think? Do you think there's any importance on this Winter Guardian skin, or am I just overthinking it? Comment below and let me know. A huge thank you to all those who support the channel through Patreon and being a sponsor on the channel. If you'd like to help it out, check out the links in the description below, where you can buy some CGE merch or become a Patreon. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming and nostalgic content. Thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video.